You're listening to Prosperity Report, Love and Money Podcast. I'm your host, Kanae Corder, best-selling author, international speaker, and clinical hypnotherapist specializing in financial therapy. Each week, we'll bring you actionable ideas, tips, tools, and resources to help you get the mindset shift you need to feel more confident personally and financially, so you can reduce stress, work less, and make a huge impact on your world and your income. Now, let's get into today's show. Hey, let me ask you a question. Do you ever wonder if your brain is secretly plotting against you? I've spent my entire career equipping people with a system to untangle the negative messages and programs imprinted by society. These messages block you from success, the success you were meant to have. And right now, whether you know it or not, your brain is standing in the way of that success. If your business has not reached the level of success that you would like it to, go ahead and take my free assessment. I'll walk you through the questions I ask every person I work with in my clinical practice. This assessment will help you recognize if you're stuck and give you the answers needed to get unstuck so you can finally have that success you have worked so hard for and know you were meant for. So go ahead, go to kanaecorder.com/coach and take the free assessment. You'll get a free membership to the Prosperity Club and one free course. You can upgrade later if you like. For now, join the club by taking the free assessment. Find out if your brain is plotting against you and what you can do to reprogram your mindset, your money, your business, and your life. Click the link below or go to kanaecorder.com/coach. I'll see you there. It's time for 5-minute activation, a quick financial therapy session to get you activated and on your way to increasing the love and money in your marriage. So can I get 5 minutes of your time? Just 5 minutes for a financial therapy activation. Today, let's talk about independence. Yeah, it's time to break free, to free yourself, to let go and release the dependency you have on these 3 things: approval, your story, and hard work. You could kind of guess I was going to say the last one, right? Declare independence from approval. So often we find ourselves looking to be approved by someone else. In fact, it kind of makes us feel good when we do get that approval. We're waiting for that approval to determine whether we're going to feel good or not. And when we don't get it, we don't feel good. In fact, we feel bad. And we're comparing ourselves to others. We're competing with others. But most importantly, we're waiting for the approval of others before we make the next move or take the next step, before we decide if we're valid or not, if we're enough. And trust me, you're more than enough. And you don't need anybody else's approval to be enough, to be awesome. So forget about approval. Declare independence from approval today. And then while you're at it, go ahead and declare independence from your story. You know the story, the one you tell over and over and over again. The one where you're the victim and somebody just took advantage of you. Maybe they took advantage of your kindness. Maybe they didn't see how awesome enough you were. Whatever it is that happened to you. And it could have been very serious, very traumatic and dramatic. That we don't take away. What happened is what happened. But what we do take away is the story you're telling yourself about what it means. It doesn't mean you're not good enough. It doesn't mean you're trash. It doesn't mean that you're the nice guy finishes last. It doesn't mean any of that. Only thing it means is that it happened. But guess what? It's not happening anymore. You are happening, and you're a happening kind of person. And you're here with me. I'm happening. So let go of that story that you've been telling yourself. Let go of that victimhood that you've been holding on to, because this is keeping you from being free. You can free yourself from that. Sure, it happened to you, but that was the past. What are you right now? Totally freaking awesome. You. So let's go to number 3, my favorite. I'd like to invite you to go ahead and declare independence from hard work. You do not have to work hard every single day of your life. Trust me, I know. I was an overworker, overachiever, having to do it all and more. Once a manager of mine told me, Kanae, it's just not necessary for you to work that hard. And I was shocked and appalled at the time. But now I know better. Now I do things differently. I work well. I do heart work, not hard work. So if I don't feel it in my heart, if it's not from my passion or my purpose, just don't do it. Now, some things will lead to your passion and purpose, and you may have to do them. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do until you can do what you want to do. But that's a small portion of your life. So go ahead and stop working so hard. Just be totally freaking awesome, you. Yeah, I'm going to say it one last time. You are totally freaking awesome. You are. So don't worry about getting approval from others. Let go of that story that you've been telling yourself. And no more hard work. Let's do heart work. That's right. You totally freaking awesome, you. And that's our 5-minute activation for today. Declare independence. I'll see you sooner. Hey guys, thanks for listening. If you want more love and money conversations, subscribe to this podcast. Also, tell your friends about us. I'll see you next episode. But in the meantime, head on over to KanaeCorder.com for more tips, tools, and resources. And go ahead and leave us a comment if you like. We'd love to hear from you. This show is not to replace professional counsel. The best advice comes from a professional you know. The topics discussed in this podcast are general in nature and are for entertainment and informational purposes only. We encourage you to meet with a professional to discuss your specific situation, whether financial or therapeutic. That's all for now. I'll see you sooner. Remember, no matter what anybody ever tells you, you can have wealth in all of its forms. Believe it, and you will soon see it.